Hey, hey, hey. Christmas tree is up. Makes me so happy. And I got some fabric that I want to make um, pillow covers for my throw pillows on the couch. Because I took the fall ones off, and so I've got so much cute holiday fabric that I wanted to get some. And I thought I would take y'all along as I'm sewing and just explain. I mean, it's not going to be a full on tutorial. Well, I mean, I guess it is. It's super simple. I'm actually going to put zippers in these instead of doing a pillow sham back because I think the last pillow tutorial I did the pillow sham back. So this will be a zipper back, and let's do it. Okay, here's the thing. I know that I should totally be showing you like how to measure and the seam allowance and yada yada, but I'm not going through all that because this is just me whipping up some pillow covers for my couch for my own personal use, and it doesn't need all that extra. Technically, if you're selling it, it doesn't need all that extra either, but finishing it always looks nice. So, what I'm going to do is show you what I would actually do or what I am actually doing to make these for my tree. I should have left my lashes on. I look like something. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, as you will see, is instead of measuring the pillow and then measuring the fabric, I'm literally gonna double the fabric, set the pillow on top of it, and cut around it. This is gonna be fast and I was gonna say fast and ugly, but it's not gonna be ugly. You'll see. Okay, here are the two fabrics. It's the vintage Santa, which I love, and there's some cookies, so it fits in with my theme of food, junk food, etc. I got two candy stripes, but I'm thinking I'm going to use this one. Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm going to use. And of course, you could do two different colored fabrics or patchwork together, all the things. Okay, so here's the way I would actually do this. I would fold it in half, so I go ahead and have both pieces the same size. And I have an avalanche, totally. Cut the selvage edge off. Okay, I'll get my first pillow, which will be the big pillow. Oh, that's awesome. So all I'll have to do, and there it comes singing. So I'm just gonna cut, leaving like an inch, which accommodates the middle of the pillow. Okay, so here you see it. And I like squishy pillows. I don't like tight pillows, you know, like firm pillows. I like squishy so I can squish up on the couch and do the thing. Okay, so there it is. It's folded. I cut out around the shape of the pillow, an inch all the way around. And then I'm just going to cut where it was folded. And now I've got two pillow sides. The reason I'm cutting it is because it's a directional fabric and I want Santa facing up on both sides. Okay, now we need a zipper. Since these are just, you know, for me, I'm going to use the odd zippers that I never, you know, that I don't really want on my bags or for pretty things. There's a 22-inch, so we'll see what this one looks like. Because you want it to be as long as your pillow is, I mean, as close as you can get it. The only thing it does, it makes it easier to get the pillow form in and out. I would have Christmas music playing, but we all know how YouTube and they're perfect. So it's longer than that. That'll be great. And then I'll also need one. I don't know if I have any more long ones for the other pillow, which is quite a bit smaller. pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. So, see if I have any, not ugly ones, but ones that are probably not in my color palette. Well, I don't know, because I used the taupe looking ones on, okay, screw it. I'm going with gray. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is on the back piece, I'm going to cut not quite halfway down. I mean, you could, wherever you want the zipper to be. I'm going to put mine a little closer to the top. 7 inches down. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be lining this because, like I said, this is literally just for me. So now we're going to fix the back. Okay. So what we're going to do to the back is put the zipper in. And the way I'm going to put the zipper in is by sewing it. First of all, I'm going to unzip it all the way to get it out of my way. And then I'm putting the right side of the zipper to the right side of the fabric. And we're gonna sew. Take my shoe off because I like to curl my little toes around the back. Sewing the zipper to the fabric. All the way to the end of the fabric. Once you run off the fabric, you don't need to. And I'm not going to back stitch or anything because it's going to be enclosed in the next seam. So once I've sewn down the one side, I'm going to re-zip the zipper. And now what I'm going to do is fold this back and top stitch. So it doesn't, you don't want the ends to get zipped up into the zipper. That sewn down. Make my stitch a little shorter. Okay. Now, because this is directional fabric, the way I want it to look in the end is like this. See how Santa's meeting up? So I'm going to turn it down facing from the way that I wanted it. So that's if you know, are confused by the... If it's just an all over print that the direction doesn't matter, then no, don't even bother. Don't even bother. Okay. Make sure it's not twisted, and it is twisted. Boom. So this time, I mean, so I was going to say, so this time the zipper will be on bottom, but I'll just flip the fabric because I don't want you to not see what's happening. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that the fabric ends are going to line up because that would be a tragedy. Then put the zipper down. just want to make sure I've got the ends of the fabric even so that it's not crooked when I zip it closed. Okay, and we're off. Off to the races. We're gonna zip the zipper and hope that we didn't twist it. If you double check at the beginning, then you don't have to wonder, you'll know. So now is it making sense what we were doing? Now we're gonna top stitch the side as well. And use whatever seam allowance. I don't sweat the small stuff. Especially not for me, or if it's not going to make a difference. Okay. Now, there's the back. Zipper attached, all is well. So now what we will do is take the front. And you can put, press this. We're not doing any of that because I just don't have time. And it doesn't matter. But you could decorate the front however you want. You could put trims, do whatever you want to the front or the back. The back really won't show, but. And then I'm gonna lay the front and back on top of each other. If you want to at this point, you can pin the front to the back. I am not. And you need to unzip the zipper so you can flip it once it's sewn. So what I am going to do, since it's going to make the back wobbly because the zipper is open, is I'm going to pin here just to keep it closed so I don't have to wrestle with it. Okay. Oh. Okay, it doesn't matter where you start at all, because it's all the same. And this doesn't have to be a square, whatever shaped pillow, even a round one. You'll just have to clip the seams. Why would I ever want a round pillow? If I ever come across one, we'll do it just for the hell of it. Okay. Now I'm going to back stitch here. And then I'm doing the quote unquote difficult side first, which is not difficult. I don't like pins. I never have. I've just been sewing too long, and pins get on my nerves and in my way. Okay, so pins are done. I'm holding the zipper closed, and what you want to do is sew over it, missing the metal. I'm going to be sewing right through here and missing the metal because the metal will break your needle. Ooh. Okay. And just go as slowly as you need to. You see? Okay, so here I am. I'm just making sure that my foot is on the other side of the metal pieces so they don't get sewn into. Coming down this side. And you can just literally sew the corner the way it is, just come down and then turn it. If you've sewn any time at all or know any industry secrets, then you already know this. But if not, what you can do is when you get to the corner, stop with your needle in the down position and turn it to a diagonal and take one stitch and then turn it this way and continue. And what this does is makes your corner pop all the way out as an actual corner instead of there being a divot. In fact, what I will do on the next one, I will not do that, and then I'll show you the difference when we're done. Okay, so we'll just continue on down. So on this one, I'm just going to come to the other side and turn it, and then go. So we know it's the two bottom corners that I did this on, so I can show you the difference. It's so simple, and you can literally do these for every holiday or every season or whatever. I'll also add that these need to be nylon zippers. If they're metal zippers, you cannot sew over the teeth because it will break your needle. Which is why I was telling you not to sew over the metal stops. Okay, for the rest of these corners, I'm going to do the diagonal thing because I like the look of it. I'll do the diagonal stitch and then do the back stitch where I back stitched before. Okay, now, where are my snips? There they are. It's not the right ones though. What did I do with them? They're probably in one of my project bags. Okay, so on the corners, I'm just going to clip near, yeah, these are definitely not the right ones, clip near the sewing. And let's see, where's the key? Let's see, no. The diagonal. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to trim the zipper close to the end, and the same thing on this side. Okay, and then we're just going to turn it right side out. Okay, now this one is a diagonal, so let me get my, just need some, you don't have to have a point turner, you can use a bobby pin or whatever. Okay, so, oh sorry, poked my corner out and you can see how it looks nice and sharp. Where's the one I didn't do? Oh, it was the other bottom corner, right? Okay. Yep. Can you see how it's a square corner instead of being the diagonal? So I'm going to flip it. See how it kind of cuts off the corner? Diagonal, not. And it's funny because it seems opposite. You would think if you sewed it in a point, then it would be pointy when you turned it, but that's not the case. If you sew it in a point, it's gonna make a blunt corner, and if you sew it blunt on the inside, then it makes a nice pointy. A nice pointy. It's so funny. Okay, so look what we have. Look what we have. Shall we stuff it? Okay. So, our pillow and our thing. I'm going to put it in the big part first. And you know what's funny? Pillow forms are expensive if you buy them like at a craft store or a home interior store. But if you go to like a foam and fabric outlet, they're super cheap. Okay, so you see how it fits in the bottom, and then you just put it into the top. And then zipper up. Ta-da. I'm so sweet. I love it. Okay, so let's do this little one, shall we? Let's get the candy cane fabric. Well, now I don't want to put that gray zipper. I think I'm going to switch it out for a red one because I just saw what the gray zipper looks like on this fabric and it's not so great. A close up. Yeah. This one's a lot smaller, so I won't need to fold it completely in half. Saving some bigger chunks of the fabric. La, la, la. Actually, let's just do a green. I mean, I could just do white. Okay, we're doing white because I like to use color on the back. There we go. Okay, little pillow, where are you? Same deal. I'm leaving an inch all the way around. And I can eye this because I've been doing it for dang 40 years. Don't worry about that. Like, you just fold, and if you need to fold the fabric all the way over, then do that. Not a big deal. Okay, so you can see that there's about an inch all the way around, and then I'm going to cut the fold open just like I did on Santa. Okay, so there's that. And then, since this doesn't matter about the direction, actually this piece has a crease, so I'm going to use that as my cutting line. Works out very well. Is it straight? We don't know. Do we care? Hell no. Okay. And here's our zipper. Now, this zipper, can you see? Yes, it's not quite as long as the pillow. So what I'm going to choose to do is put some little tabs. Let's see, I need about 2 inches on this side. About the same on that side. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna cut into that fabric. Let me find some scraps. Okay, perfect. We have a scrap. So what I'm gonna do, and I know this is more than 2 inches wide. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Okay. Just gonna do this because we're doing this the easy peasy way. Okay. So here's my 4 pieces of fabric. Here's my zipper. Okay. Now, this is not the way I do it on a bag, but for something flat, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is sandwich the end of the zipper like so. Okay? And just sew 1/4 inch. You don't need a back stitch. I did it just out of habit, but. And then you just peel the pieces back and top stitch. There's one side. I'll do same thing on this side. Coffee is not kicking in fast enough. I swear after the time change, it feels like there's not enough hours in the day. Make sure there's no metal, so I don't break my needle, and it's not not even that a broken needle is a big deal, but why if you don't have to? I even got this one a little crooked. Does it matter? No, not at all. Okay, top stitching. Now, sewing the zipper onto the fabric is actually going to be easier with this one because, oh, Jesus. Okay, here's one. Now, I do want the stripes to line up this way. Okay, so this is the way that I will want it to go. So I'm going to flip it down so I'll know which way to do it. And then you put your zipper down. Oh, and trim. You don't have to do this at this point, but it's probably easier if you line it up. So just cut it to where it's the same width as your zipper. Face down, because you know it's right sides together. I'm just centering it. Well, I'm going to unzip it first. I totally just threw. Okay, so there we have it. You can pin it if you need to, or use a magic clip. I'm just going to start sewing. I threw the other piece over there, not saving which way it needs to go, so I'll have to match them up again. And now we're doing the same as we did with Santa. And I just, when I come to the end, I zip the zipper up out of habit, because it doesn't really get in my way. It just irks me to have that little bolt right there. Okay, so now we flip it over and top stitch it, just like before. Excuse me. So you can see that the little tabs fill in the gaps where the zipper was not long enough. Okay, so now let's put this, figure out which way this goes again. Oh, did it stay right? Stay right. Wonders never cease. Wonders never cease. Okay, this time I am sewing with the zipper on bottom because you've already seen me do it on Santa, so you know what's going on. The zipper. Okay, there we go. I love how easy these are. And I'm a big holiday person, all the holidays, so being able to change the pillows is fantastic. When I get close, I'm going to zip the zipper past the foot so I don't have to deal with any bulk. It's extra long. It may not be exactly even, but we'll see. Zip it up, top stitch it. point, you can cut off your tabs if you need to, but I'm not. I'm just gonna put it on top of the. Okay, I'll show you again. I wasn't gonna show you, but just in case. I love Santa. Okay. There's the front of the pillow. There's the back. Just gonna put them right sides together. And now since you've got tabs on both ends, you don't have to worry about sewing over the metal part of the zipper or the zipper being floppy on one side because it's all sealed up with the tabs. Sorry, I know this is the most botched video. Okay, so just as before, do a little back stitching, and then 1/4 of an inch. I mean around 1/4 of an inch, whatever. And I also, you can see I use washi tape for the different markers on the machine because it's easy to pull up and trash and reposition. And remember the diagonal stitch. Making sure my pieces are straight. If you pin yours, then you don't have to worry about it. Come to the edge. Do your 1 stitch on the diagonal, and then turn and go down. Diagonal, and the home stretch. The diagonal. Okay. Now I'm going to trim that piece off. I'm actually gonna trim close because I got a few uneven edges. I wouldn't even do this with a darker fabric, like on Santa. I didn't worry about this at all. But since this is a white background fabric, you would be able to see the shadow of the edges shine through on the outside. Oh shit! I didn't open the zipper. Oh God bless America. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do, there we go, is open the zipper with a screwdriver. I had opened it before I sewed it. Why didn't y'all tell me? Why didn't you remind me? Okay, great. Come on. Open. There we go. Open the door. Okay. Now we'll flip it inside out. And I've diagonaled all the corners so they should pop out really nicely and be adorable. And you know, you can totally put this in the washer and dryer. If you didn't pre-wash your fabric, there's always the chance it might shrink a bit. 1/4 inch up to a 1/2 inch, just depends. If you're new at sewing, that's something that you should always remember, especially if you're sewing clothing, because you'll cut it out and make it to fit, and then when you wash it, it will be too small, and not in like a consistent way. Like it will draw up in some places and weirdly. Okay, so here we have it. Let's stuff her. This pillow is a felt pillow, so it's very sticky, grabby, toothy, whatever word you want to use. It is that. I hate the way it feels. I hate felt. Ugh, feel it. I hate spelling anything. But smush it and get it right. Okay, there they are. Sorry. There's the little Christmas set. It's adorable. I'm gonna go put it on the couch right now. I would love to have a skirt in this, but it's not something that I would be wearing to work for sure. Okay, let's see how they look. Okay, that's how they look. It's adorable. I love it. I need to get 2 more and make 2 more for sure. Also, I love my Christmas tree. It is filled with junk food and my childhood things that I love. My cute little pink cocktail from Glitterville, and my crocheted popcorn garland, which is a pattern from Twinkie Chan. And the yarn is Buttered Popcorn by City Girl Country Girl Yarn, CGCG. Okay, that's it. I love them. I hope you're inspired to make some because they're so easy. The bags look good, and of course you can use matching zippers. But the zipper tabs, and you can use matching fabric so they don't stick out, but I like for them to stand out. Alright, well I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna kick up my feet and do some crocheting, and I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. I hopefully will post a Hey Y'all video tomorrow, or record one tomorrow. Wait, what is today? Is today the 30th? Because Vlogmas and the Advents start on the 1st, and I will be doing that on my stories probably, or go live. I don't know which one, but I'm not going to record a YouTube video every day for my Advents. But look, there they are, just waiting. I'm so excited.